Guys, this anime is crazy good, dude. I highly recommend it. First of all, thanks for clicking the video. You rock. And this is a little bit of a different type of video for me. I haven't really done this before, so hopefully you like it. But I wanted to just show some pictures of the anime as I talk about how good it was, how great the character development was, guys. How much of a I don't want to say it, but it blew my mind, dude. It was quite the mind f, yo. First of all, it deals with like possession. It does like goddess, gods and goddesses. It does a lot with like what's the purpose of life and what makes life special. Dude, it's so worth your time, and the characters are so good. It doesn't really follow that like keep the story simple and only have complex characters trope that I've heard quite a bit, which makes really good shows like Avatar: The Last Airbender the best show ever. The overarching premise for Avatar: The Last Airbender isn't so complicated or anything. It's very simple. It's like the Fire Nation are the bad guys, and we have the Avatar here. He needs to train, and then he needs to defeat the Fire Lord. With this, it's like, wait, what is going on? A lot. But dude, it's so worth it. So let me actually just sort of hop into it, guys. This is Davian. This is, by the way, the Dota 2. If you haven't played the Dota 2 game, it's still an enjoyable show. Like it stands alone in that regard. But Davian here, absolutely an amazing main guy. He's so likable. There's nothing, he only does one thing in one episode, but I understand why, because it's such a mind f. Where I was like, bro, don't do that. But he's just so likable. And he is the Dragon Knight from the game. So it gives context to all of these characters from the game, which is like so dope, guys. I'll come back to Davian here a little bit, but he progresses so well. We have some amazing. He has a side character, a squire named or Bram rather, who is just like super likable and funny, dude. So anyway, we'll come back to him though, because he's very complicated. Marana here from the game, and of course the show. She's our main actual character, I would say. Maybe even more than Davian, slightly. She does actually progress and become. Well, I don't want to. I will be giving some spoilers away. I'm gonna refrain from some of the biggest things, but she does eventually become a goddess. She's a princess at first, but she becomes the goddess of something very important to people, and she just her evolution is like, yo, dude, like, and her sidekick Marcy, which I'll show you right now. By the way, she never misses with that bow and arrow. Marcy, dude, is the best because Marcy is just so she's silent, she's a mute, and they added her to the game after they made the show, by the way. And what could she do in the game? Does she have any special powers? No, she's just strong as shit because she's an innocent looking girl, and it's hilarious that she has like superhuman strength. And in the show, she like lifts up 5 people at once and just beats up the hell out of everyone. And it's so hilarious because she doesn't say anything. And she's Marana's best friend, and basically she went through a lot of trauma, and it doesn't really tell you what she went through, but you can relate to her, and you love to relate to her on that regard if you've been through any hardships in your life. And she's just an amazing character, and something crazy happens with her, guys. Lena, another great character. She is worried that she's basically like, she's always like destroying things because she sets everything on fire, dude. By the way, she's like one of my favorite characters in the game, probably second to Terrorblade, which is the bad guy in the show. But she eventually does something so amazing and realizes that she can do more than just destroying, right? Terrorblade is an absolute great antagonist. It's just a great, what we're dealing with here is mind possession from him. His green glowing eyes will go into people and possess them. You actually see it in the first episode. And it's very evil, it's very hard, and he actually does, just like in the game, play with his illusions, making multiple copies of himself and stuff, quite a lot in the show. And it's just a marvel. By the way, the show is beautiful. I haven't really talked about how good the graphics are and everything, but it's just it's incredible. Studio Mir does it, and they're lovely. Femrin here, super duper dope. Absolutely, she probably has the highest ceiling in terms of character progression, randomly. She's an elf, and she faces a lot of backlash for that. She eventually becomes something super special. I don't want to ruin it because I didn't really see it coming. Well, I kind of did, but not really. It was kind of like, well, shoot. So anyway, she's super important because she's sort of the catalyst for a lot in the show. I don't know if she's a character in the show. Forgive me. I actually didn't play too much Dota. Like, not so much, so I didn't play like all the characters or anything. So if she is a character that I'm forgetting. I'm so sorry. But she has that invisible, go invisible, and teleport spell. I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head, but it does reference a lot of the characters in the show. So, anywho, guys, this is of course the Invoker. The Invoker is absolutely badass as heck, dude. He basically restore he's basically the guy but with the strings and the dollhouse, right? And all of this is a simulation, and he can reset the simulation at any point. And I don't want to say too much, but that's basically what he does. He understands the fabric of the universe and has the different elements of the universe, and with the souls of dragons, I believe, he's able to reset the universe. Okay. And by the way, if I say anything wrong, it's because this show is such a mind F, and I'm still processing things. So, okay, this is the most compelling part to me. What's her name? Philomena here is absolutely a beautiful little girl. She's super innocent. Not in this picture because her splotches, but she's still beautiful. But you know what I mean. The Invoker is the father, and the Invoker loves her more than anything in the world, and that's sort of what compels him to learn how to reset the universe, because his daughter gets sick, and all he wants to do is have a more perfect world where his daughter's alive. Anywho, super good, guys. You gotta watch it. And this is her grown up. So, what? Season 3 is a mind F for sure. Season 1 is just so great with setting everything up. Beautiful classic anime stuff. 2 is a lot of the battling and fighting, some hardships. And 3 is like, buckle your seatbelts. So, it's a good watch. There's like 8 episodes. There's 3 seasons. It's really good. So, 24 in total. You'll love it. It's worth your time. Philomena here does a little bit of a trick at the end. Maybe taking advantage of a vulnerability of his father here. Or maybe not a vulnerability, but perhaps an oversight. And it's so subtle, and it's the very last second of the very last episode. So, yeah, you'll have to see it. I was on the edge of my seat, and I was like, no way, dude. And she just smiles. And I maybe said too much already, but I'll leave you with that. And anywho, I hugely appreciate it if you were just checking it out for, shits and giggles. You rock. The support recently has been amazing. I will have a deck tech coming soon, but I ran into a lot of audio problems, actually, and I'm actually using my webcam audio now, so hopefully it doesn't sound too terrible or anything. But yeah, it's really annoying. I spent like the whole day. I actually factory reset my computer and stuff, guys, so it took me a little while to get this video out, but the support has been unreal. I love you. Take care. See you in the next one. Peace.